what happens when we don't make enough serotonin? That was the question yesterday. Well, our energy drops because serotonin helps regulate our moods. It helps make us feel peaceful. It makes us feel contented. I call serotonin the happy juice. It helps us go to sleep and rest well. And it also helps us to manage stress. So when we don't have enough serotonin, our energy levels drop. The other thing that is really, really crucial is when there is not enough serotonin, the body or the brain automatically wants to go get a fix, wants to go get a reward, something to compensate the lack of the happy juice, the lack of feeling good, because serotonin is the feel good hormone. So automatically the brain goes towards dopamine. They're very connected and it wants to be rewarded, find something to give it a quick fix. And so from this, we can go from, especially when this happened early on in life, that the brain didn't receive enough serotonin, we learned this mechanism, kind of this pattern, this coping mechanism of, I have to go find something quick that makes me feel good quickly, that gives me that reward. And the reward is mostly in the anticipation. So the excitement is like, if I do this, I'm gonna feel better. But what happens after we get that quick dopamine fix, we crash. It's just like eating a lot of sugar and then afterwards you're more exhausted. So there's such a crucial importance to our body, our brain making serotonin. Well, the brain directing, the serotonin is mostly made in the gut. But what I want to leave you with today is, I don't want you to feel guilty when you don't have enough energy. You feel a little bit depressed, or you feel tired, you feel exhausted, you're not motivated. I just want you to notice that that's what's happening and think about, oh, my body is not making serotonin. So how can I make serotonin? There are ways to make serotonin. One of them is exercising. One of them is eating good, healthy foods. Another one is seeking, social interaction. And you can look it up. There are ways that can help your body to make more serotonin, but it is so important that you don't feel guilty, because this is it's automatic. It's like your body, when you feel that way, it's not your fault. It is your body doing it. But understanding that perhaps your thought process is creating cortisol instead of serotonin can help a lot, because you can change. Like I said before, you cannot change your emotion once it kicks in, because it's chemical. You can't really change it, but you can try to catch your thoughts, the thoughts that make you feel like you're in danger, and before you actually allow for that emotion to kick in. You know what I mean? It's like the fear is basically what you want to stay away from. So for example, watching news, not a very good idea. The news are never good, even on the phone, or listening maybe to things that can be kind of, sometimes, there's a lot of stuff on the internet that to grab people's attention can be kind of negative, or fearful, that it's just there so that you click on it. It's a warning of some kind. So don't click on those things, because that does affect your chemistry. Okay, so that's one piece of homework. The other very important piece of homework is, don't judge yourself. Okay, just understand this is a chemical thing. I can learn. I have a program, actually. I have multiple programs, coaching programs for people that are interested in learning how to manage their thinking and their emotional life. And I have a year program, I have a 6 months program, but they're very, very effective. Sometimes people actually want to keep going even after, because they have such victory. It's a little bit like when you have a healthy tree, that tree is going to produce great fruit, and that affects every area of life, relationships, work, everything, basically your state of mind all the time. But that really, really, really affects every piece of outcome in your life, how you're doing spiritually or emotionally. It is a program that involves both the spiritual aspect and the neuroscience aspect of what happens in the body. But anyway, putting that aside, the homework is here for you is to notice what's happening without judging it. And then remember that so much of this was learned very early in life, because between 0 and 7, our brain develops it. And in a situation that had a lot of fear or a lot of unpredictability or mixed messages, the brain had a really hard time making serotonin, or the body making serotonin. But so what I'm trying to explain here is, instead of you judging yourself, I want you to give yourself compassion and be, wow, that's not even me. My body is wanting to protect itself because it learned that. So, and then the other thing is, between 0 and 7 is really crucial, and between 12 and 18 is the other really crucial window in development of the brain. So give yourself compassion. You know what happened during those years. Give yourself compassion, understanding that maybe your brain is not easily going to let's make serotonin now. Your brain is probably going into I gotta make cortisol, and that is going to exhaust you. It's going to make you feel bad about yourself, all of that stuff that you don't want to do. Okay, so then the other thing is that I really want you to understand is super, super crucial. The best emotion really that heals the body, and this is definitely not just kind of a woo-woo spiritual thing, it's really science, is the emotion of compassion. So I have podcasts about love, a little bit on hold right now, but I believe, and I know for a fact, that love is what heals us. But a lot of times we think of love as a healing agent when we get it. Like we go after, we want love, and we even go after, in the sense that maybe we look like we're giving or something, but really the reason why we give to someone is because we want something back, or we can love those, or the people that we want love back from. But this is not the love that I'm talking about, because compassion is a complete different in a sense, a different type of love. And that's what really heals us. And so, for example, I think the best way to think of compassion is like babies or pets. They're so easy to love, and we feel this warm, fuzzy feeling. That is a very healing emotion, scientifically speaking. So, and naturally, little babies are, depend on us, and so do little pets, and they're so innocent. So we feel this really warm, compassionate feeling. That is very, very healthy. So if we can start feeling that towards us, and then work towards giving to others, but not to receive back, not loving them so that they can love us back. Because what happens when you do that, it's actually counterproductive, because you can give to someone in the hope to get, that's human, okay? It's natural, so don't feel bad, but we don't even know we're doing it. It's like we love someone because we want to be loved back. And then when that person doesn't give us back what we want, then we crush, and again, we feel like, oh, the reward that I wanted didn't come. And so then we become even more depressed, even more like down. So let's not practice love in that sense. Let me just, loving those who love you back, who give you what you want. But really, let's learn how to practice love that is not to receive, giving, not to receive. Look for ways to have compassion. How does my action, how am I affecting other people? How are they feeling? Let me get in their shoes. And are they feeling loved? And start trying to have compassion for others, for yourself and for others, because that's going to be so key, believe it or not, to the amount of energy that you will have at your disposal. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Love can actually change everything, because it makes us healthy, which means the body functions the way it's supposed to. We have this amazing body that makes these amazing hormones. And so love is a huge, 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 powerful way to heal our brain and our body. But remember, don't love so that you're loved back. Love just to love. Give, just give, and trust that that's going to heal you more than anything. Okay, I hope this makes sense. I can go on and on because I'm so passionate about this subject, but I hope it helps you, and I would love to get your comments, and I love when I get emails and private message or direct messages. Any way that you want to tell me what you think about this or how it's helping you, I love it. I receive it with great gratitude. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope this helps. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. We'll find out. Okay. Bye-bye. Good night.